It's a great question. I mean, I've been setting a goal for 400 deals for the past, I don't even remember how long, 3-4 years. And I'm like, how am I going to get to 400? You don't know how, but you just have to set a goal. And once you set a goal, things start to happen. And when you're so persistent in that feeling that you're going to get it, then you are going to get it.
Yeah.
You know, I went from my wife hating me to now we're like best friends.
Yeah.
And that to me is success.
Yeah.
That's amazing, man.
Right.
That's awesome.
And so now we have 2 girls. I'm like, I would never be able to spend time with them the way I spend time with them now if I was still listing property at a high level, taking 119 listings myself. You know, at the end of the day, most millionaires are made by being in real estate, right? And at the end of the day, people still need a place to live. And so I think we're still in the right industry. And if you're an agent listening to this, like David said, we succeeded in the worst market in the last 20 years. So we can guide you if you want to make money even in a shit market, okay? But the good times are coming, I believe, after 2027, okay? This year, I think is going to be a shakeout year.
Yeah.
And
And that's what it is. A lot of people nowadays aren't even patient in their own career, and then they're not patient with the market, and they just want, instant gratification. And we don't blame them. A lot of this generation has been raised like that. You've got groceries at the click of a button. You've got, everything. You want food, boom, you DoorDash. You need a car right now. You don't have to wait for a cab. You clip Uber, boom, the guy's there in 2 minutes. So it's just, everything is so instant. It's just the real true wealth building is a long-term slow play. And you got to have the patience, and you got to have the smarts and the resilience to get through to the other side. Welcome back, everyone, to the Oracle Experience podcast. Today, I'm sitting with our team leader, David Tsai, another team member, Corey, and our special guest, Tsai. He doesn't need much of an introduction, so we're going to let him fill in who he is. John, would you like to let us know what you're all about in this real estate industry?
yes, sir. Thank you very much for having me. My name is Tsai from eXp Realty. I've been in the real estate industry for the past 20 years, been at eXp for the past 7. And last year, the Align Group, which I'm the team leader of, transacted on 321 homes for $308 million in real estate sold. And I was the first president of eXp Realty Canada. And right now we have an organization of 1,430 agents. And it's a pleasure to be here with you all.
Amazing. We're glad to start this podcast off with you.
John's a good friend of mine, so I want to thank John for coming on the podcast, and just super excited to be on here with you guys and share some information about, our own lives, our perspectives, and obviously our brokerage in general at eXp.
Do you guys have any goals in mind? Are you guys goal-oriented people? Do you hold yourself accountable?
Yeah. It's a great question. I mean, I've been setting a goal for 400 deals for the past, I don't even remember how long, 3-4 years.
Wow, okay.
And, when I set the goal for 400, I was doing 150 deals myself. And I'm like, how am I going to get to 400? You don't know how, but you just have to set a goal. And once you set a goal, things start to happen. And when you're so persistent in that feeling that you're going to get it, then you are going to get it. And last year we were, not super close, but we were close, 321, right?
That's close,
But then
man.
if you tell me, if you would have told me 10 years ago, you're going to hit 321, I'm like, no way.
Yeah.
Right? So you have to be unrealistic, and you have to set these big, hairy, audacious goals to kind of push you forward. And yes, there is a minimum standard for yourself. So let's just say I'm setting the goal right now for 400.
Yeah.
Well, minimum, we got to hit 350, because last year we're 321, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But as I was saying this, I was talking to Axel, my partner on the Align Group. I'm like, you know what? Let's set that BHAG for 1,000.
Yeah. Push it
'Cause-
even more.
Yeah, but here's the thing: don't beat yourself up when you don't hit the goal. We're not. Don't be unrealistic about the goal. We're just unrealistic about the time frame to hit the goal.
Yeah.
Right?
Gotcha.
When an agent that comes in their first year, I want to do 100 deals. Well, sure, yeah. And then they don't, and they completely quit.
Yeah.
But what if you gave yourself 5 years?
Mm-hmm.
What if you gave yourself 10? Right? So I think it's, you got to set that BHAG, and then you have to have a minimum standard. And then it comes back to, okay, what's my daily action to get there?
Yeah.
So I always tell new agents, if you want to hit 100 deals, show me your actions today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're
And if
big on numbers.
Yeah.
Anytime I've jumped onto calls with you, or even your coaching calls or trainings, you're all about show me the numbers. If you want X amount of deals, you have to make this many calls. Out of this many calls, 5 might answer, or 1 might be a booked appointment. So how many have you done? to get there.
Exactly. And
Right?
if you can't show me that your actions, your habits, your mindset is at a 100 deal producer level, you're not going to get there. Right?
Yeah.
At least not next year.
You'll get there eventually if you
You
keep,
will.
again, being
You will.
persistent, working at it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you, David?
I like what John mentioned, man. It's funny you said that, like, setting goals. I've always been someone that, like, I don't want to say struggled with, like, having lofty goals. I've never been a person to set lofty goals like that. But lately, especially, I've been wanting to set big goals like that, because if you don't dream, you can't achieve.
Exactly.
Right. And the thing is, like, I'm a very minimalistic and simple person. But with that being said, when you have goals, they're going to always push you and drive you. And I think a lot of it comes down to, like we had in the coaching call yesterday, just what's your why?
Yeah.
Right. So that's something that I'm working on currently right now. But yeah, I have big goals for our team.
Yeah.
Big goals for obviously each of us individually too. And big goals for our organization, right? I want to grow this and keep it going, right?
And how about you, Corey? I know you're busy. You just had a baby as
Yeah.
well.
Congrats,
So,
bro.
you've got-
Those are the ultimate goals
And
there.
then,
That's
Absolutely, bro.
To people out there who don't know, he actually works a full-time job and is a very successful agent. So to juggle all that and then kids on top and still being able to produce,
Then
you gotta
everyone
have
else has no excuse.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
But speaking about goals for real estate, I made one thing when I got introduced in the office was when I came over, I told everyone, like, we're here now, like, we were number 1, 10 to 19, but I want to be number 1 team, period, in the Fraser Valley.
Yeah.
Right. And we're kind of seeing, like, even like last month, December, we were number one team, in the province. Right. And that's a step in the right direction. It's like, because there was a lofty goal. Because when I said that in that office, there's a couple people looking at me like, this guy's crazy.
Yeah.
Right? Like, how are we going to be the number 1 team in the Fraser Valley when certain other teams have, like, double our agent count?
Yeah.
But, like, why not? Like, why can't we do this? Right. Like, so set your goals high. No excuses. Like, I have zero time in the day. There's no, like, free time in my day, but I can still, hammer out more deals than most. So I think everyone just needs to focus on actions that produce business. I think in real estate, a lot of agents get caught up in stuff that doesn't really show results, and they get discouraged, and then it just turns into a snowball effect.
I agree on that. Like, you have to do things that are leading you to your goals, because a lot of people will, for example, for some people, if door knocking is not working for you, they'll just keep hammering out door knocking because that's something they're used to, right? But you got to sometimes take a step back, reflect, and see where you're actually good at, right? Like for you, John, I know you run a big team. You probably notice, like, some agents are better at outreach calls, some are better at online ads, or some might be even better at door knocking. Do you guide your agents on which direction they should go if you see their skills are better in one area than another?
I guide them to where they want to go, right? And what produces the best ROI for them.
Okay.
So if one agent is like, I love open houses and I get leads from there, do more of that,
Okay.
right? And, one agent will reach out to their sphere and they get deals. Do more of that.
Do more of that.
So double down on your strengths while finding other pillars to add to that, to your business, right? So for a newer agent, you got to go to the open houses.
Yeah.
You got to do the cold calling. You got to do the door knocking. You got to shoot all the content you can while doing all those activities. And then if you're brand new in the city, go out and network and go meet people. You got to do everything. And then
Everything
you'll
nowadays,
find
yeah.
something that works and that you like to do, that gives you energy, that produces ROI. Then bam, then you scale.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. And do you feel EXP's offered more of a chance to expand and do these kind of things for you and your team?
It's definitely the best financial platform for agents if you're considering, going to the next level.
Yep.
It's just financially responsible. And you're going to get the mentorship and coaching like no other company will give you.
Yeah.
For free.
Yeah.
For free.
For free.
I used to pay $1,500 a month just to get coached, half an hour call per week.
Yeah. And now we have that every week.
Every week.
Yeah, every
Every
week.
week.
Multiple
And then
calls.
we
not
have
even just
multiple
one
calls.
call.
Yeah, we have a full schedule, right? Monday to Friday, we've got something.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And then what were you doing before EXP? What brokerage were you with before?
I was with Rennie.
With Rennie.
And I
Okay.
did project marketing from 2007 to 2013.
Yeah.
So I would literally sit on site for from 12 to 6, and I would be in the office prospecting from 8 to 11, drive out,
Yeah.
and grab a Starbucks sandwich and a Frappuccino on my way to the presentation center. And then I would literally sit on site 12 to 6. And then after 6, I would go out, grab a quick dinner, and do buyer showings and listing appointments.
Wow.
Freaking did that for 5 years, and I was like, you know what? I quit.
Yeah.
I quit.
You get burned
So I
out,
went
right?
full-time resale after 2013.
After 2013.
Yeah, and then 2013 I did 59 deals. 14 I did 54, and then it was 85 in 2015, and then I did 149 deals in 2016.
Wow.
That's when I decided I can't do this alone.
Yeah.
So I decided to build a team, like inadvertently, and I had to. And then 17 I did 137. 2018 I did 99, and 2019 is when we switched to EXP.
Okay.
I did 110 deals, working 7 days a week.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I attracted 165 agents that year
That
as
year.
well. So I just did 50 contacts during the day, buyers and sellers. And then in the afternoon, I would do 2 agent contacts. But I never missed.
Yeah.
Never missed. And then the accumulation effect took place. And then, 110 deals, 165 agents. January 1st, 2020, you start at 0
Yeah.
Yeah.
every single year for sales.
Scary feeling.
Just scary feeling,
Yeah,
right? Then
yeah.
you're like, oh my God, can I do this again?
Yep.
But January 1st, 2020, I started at 165 agents
Yeah.
for agent attraction,
That's amazing.
right? So, you get to build this, which is very exciting. And then the sales start at 0. But that kind of keeps you going, keeps you hungry
Yeah,
too, right?
exactly,
You're like, okay, well,
exactly.
everybody is in the same level playing field,
Of course.
right?
Yeah.
So kind of reverting back to like now, obviously you guys are in a successful position. Has your definition of success changed from what it was to what you are now?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I think success to everybody's something different, right? To John, it might be family. To me, it might be money. For Corey, it might be traveling, right?
Yeah.
I think just the beauty of what we do in our careers, it allows us to have everything,
Yeah.
right? And whatever you want to do with it is what you want to do with it,
Mm-hmm.
right? I think we all want time freedom, right? That's a realistic part of it. And then with money, obviously, in business comes time freedom
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
sense, right?
100%.
Yeah.
And especially with EXP, right? You mentioned how many agents are you at now? Actually, you're more than
Yeah,
165.
1430.
1430.
Yeah.
And how has that changed your life in just rev share and freedom wise?
How much time do we have? What I'm trying to say
We
is
got
like,
time, bro.
listen, like it completely changed my life.
Yeah.
I went from my wife hating me
Mm-hmm.
to now we're like best friends.
Yeah.
And that to me is success,
Yeah.
That's amazing, man.
right?
awesome.
And so now we have 2 girls. I'm like, I would never be able to spend time with them the way I spend time with them now if I was still listing property at a high level, taking 119 listings myself.
It's a lot.
Like
Yeah.
in 2019, that's what I did.
Yeah. That's insane.
That's crazy.
You probably had no time to even turn
No-
over in your sleep.
no
which
time.
Is it.
No time.
Right.
And, so I always had the goal of coming into EXP to get out of listing and selling properties, going on appointments. I'll still talk to my clients. COVID sped that up.
Yeah.
And the revenue share caught up as well.
Yeah.
My monthly nut is $30,000 per month.
Wow.
And once that mark hit for rev share, I'm done.
Yeah.
So that was end of 2021, and I never went on I've gone on 2 listing appointments in person since 2021.
Wow. It's probably because you wanted to.
Family.
Exactly, right?
Family,
'Cause
yeah.
You chose to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the opportunity here. I'm not
Wow.
saying that the viewers here have to get out of production,
Yeah.
but you can have the freedom to choose whether or not you want to go on that appointment.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, when somebody says, I don't want to pay 7 and 3.5, I'm like, okay, I can refer you to another agent that will give you a discount. I'm good.
Yeah.
But that's the power of rev share.
Yeah.
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 You can say no
You're not
quicker.
scrambling and chasing.
No, I'm
and-
like, you know what? That's great. And I'll just refer you to one of the agents that will give you a discount. That's fine too.
Yeah.
I'll get a referral out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Okay. That's pretty sweet. How about you, Corey? I know you're starting to put a little bit of a push on being a mentor and attracting agents.
Right.
How's that going for you?
It's good. I mean, it just makes sense to me that, like, if I was an outsider looking in and someone gave me 2 options, right? Option A was this traditional brokerage and option B was EXP, but you don't put a title on anything.
Mm-hmm.
And it said, option A, you do this, you're going to do all the same things, open houses, listing appointments, et cetera, and you're going to pay this much monthly,
Yeah.
and the only money you're ever going to make is from your commission checks. And then option B is you're going to do all the same things option A, but then on top of that, we're going to give you stock, when you do hit certain milestones, sell homes, and see anyone that you attract that's a friend or a colleague that says, hey, I want to work with you or I want to, bounce ideas off you. You bring them to EXP, you're going to make revenue share off them every year the rest of your life. And like if you compare option A to B to any person that wasn't in real estate and said, what do you want to do?
Like, which one would you prefer?
100% they're picking option B every time.
Right? Exactly.
And it's just
such a great point.
It blows my mind that it's just why it's a no-brainer.
So that gets me to my next question. Like, what do agents misunderstand most about EXP? What do you guys feel?
I personally, like Corey said, I think a lot of people, if you didn't know what the names of these brokerages were and people came with an open mind, I think that's where the issue is. I think a lot of realtors are, there's a preconceived notion of a brokerage like EXP that, hey, like they're recruiters, they're attractors, like that's all they care about and that's all they do. But that's not true at all. That only means that they've only met people at EXP that do that. Yeah. Right? The thing is, for me and Sunny, obviously my partner, like for us when we came to EXP, we realized, hey, we can do everything that we want to do here with our business, sell, obviously grow sales, and still be able to attract and earn a different type of revenue, a different source of revenue. Yeah. Right? So when we realized that, like that was a game changer. Right? And coming over to EXP, for us, it's been 2 years. You've been with us for a year now, I think, at EXP. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like a lot more people are starting to realize that now. Yeah. Like, hey, like obviously EXP, just cloud-based in general, is starting to really blow up. And I feel like in the next 5 to 10 years, that's where we're going to see the market really start to go for agents. Because
even right now, like EXP is attracting a lot of top producing agents faster than any other brokerage ever has, even in the history of real estate. Yeah. And people are starting to see it. Yeah. They're catching up, right? So you got to be kind of in the forefront of this. Like get in front of it. So if you're out there and you even have questions about EXP, you're wondering what it's about, there's 4 people right here you can reach out to, and we'll definitely 100%. Give you the rundown of what it's all about.
And it's not too late, right? People think, I'm too late in the game to get in, but there's never too late. There's still people joining all the time.
That's what people said when I first got my real estate license in 2021. Oh, there's so many realtors. Well, I mean, I did 26 deals my first year. I mean, it's not, John Tsai numbers, but...
Dude, I did 2 deals my first year, bro.
I did 7.
So, you know what I mean? Like, it's never too late for anything, right? Yeah. And next time, like, whenever I hear that objection, like, oh, EXP, all you guys do is recruit, I say, okay, how many houses have you sold? And I guarantee it's not as much as people sitting at this table, right? Yeah. So we can offer that guidance to people. Like, we're not just recruiters. We also, the proof's in the pudding of, like, the results. If I sold 0 houses... and then I'm trying to recruit you something, I get it. Okay. Yeah. But it shouldn't be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I remember we were on a call with John. You were saying there's like 14,000 agents. And then if you were to call, I think it was 400 people. It was like 30 years to call everyone, right? If you were doing 2 calls per day.
Oh, yeah. So agents always tell me I don't have enough people to call.
Yeah.
I said, okay, there's 3 million people in Greater Vancouver alone.
Yeah.
And if you talk to 50 people per day and you don't repeat talking to the same person, it'll take you 158 years to
call
everybody. Like, oh shit.
Yeah. Like, well, there's enough people, right?
Yeah, no, there's enough people. Exactly. You're just not willing. To put in the work. There, right? Which is fine.
Yeah.
But I want to say something to. You had a point there. What did you say
about the brokerages?
It's never too late to do the right thing.
Yeah. 100%.
100%.
For some people, they may have thought the right thing would be to join a different brokerage. We all did at one point. Yep. We've all started off at different brokerages.
Yep.
But eventually you learn that there's newer and better. It's like comparing the first iPhone to like the iPhone 17. It just evolved. Of course. It just got better. And you learned, right? Exactly. But obviously you don't want to go backwards now. You want to get the newest and latest. And that's what EXP is. It's like the newest and latest. It's up to par with what agents need. Big thing is benefits, right? We get dental, medical coverage, which no other brokerage is offering. We get it through cooperators. We get all accesses to like CRM systems. You've got free access to Canva. You can do mail outs. You have MailChimp. All these things that are out there for agents to use. And I feel like all the resources are there. A lot of people just aren't resourceful nowadays. And I feel like that's the big struggle why people are struggling out there.
We got awesome conveyancers too, managing brokers. I think for us, that was a big thing of why we were kind of like not sure about EXP at first. But once we came over, we realized like within signing up, we had like so many people reach out to support us. And just over the past few years, we've really realized that, hey, like they have grade A people here working for them, right? So yeah, they may not be physical, but they're obviously online helping you, supporting you where they can.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that's the thing that a lot of people don't see that is good for people to know.
Yeah.
Right.
And this is for, maybe some other teams out there who aren't with EXP.
Yeah.
They're still managing a team. What skills matter to actually build the downline the right way?
What skills matter?
Yeah.
I think it's the skill of communication,
Okay.
right?
And that's huge in our business anyways.
Yeah, and a skill of building a community, skill of leadership,
Leadership. Yeah.
right? But I think the main skill is getting over your ego, because we don't want to reach out to our peers and get rejected.
Yeah.
You're so used to getting rejection from buyers and sellers. But when you get rejected by a peer, you're like, oh.
It's almost personally offended. It's
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I don't want to see this person again after.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, the quicker you can get over that, the quicker you can help people see what we have to offer here.
So pretty much overcoming your ego.
Overcoming your
Yeah.
ego is the biggest skill, I think, in sales.
I
Let
love
go of your
that.
ego and just go.
Yeah.
Listen, I've talked to 1,890 agents in the past 7 years, and I've attracted 125. That's approximately 1 in 15. So that means that 14 people, every time I talk to 15, told me, no, John, I would not like to join EXP. And then you make it mean something, right?
Yeah.
You make it
Yeah.
mean like, oh, do they think I'm, a recruiter or a pyramid scheme, a scammer? I heard that a lot in my earlier days, right? So, but I had to get over it. I'm like, okay, what's more important, my fear or my family?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm never going to see my wife, or I'm going to see my wife, but I get slapped around a few times.
Yeah.
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 When you say that, we're a pyramid scheme. And I did a post of this a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
Every real estate brokerage in the world is a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
Right? Like the only
Funneling
difference
upwards.
Yeah, the only difference is with EXP is the agent doesn't always stay on the bottom. Traditional brokerages, the agent's always the bottom.
That's
There's
right.
no moving up.
That's right.
Right? You're kicking your fees up to the managing broker, and they're kicking their fees up to like the provincial or national, corporation headquarters. And you bring your friend to that brokerage, you might get like $500 and a thank you, and that's it.
If that.
Yeah.
There is rev share. It's just going up to one person. There's rev share everywhere you go.
You're all part of a pyramid scheme.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it.
Exactly. It's just we're on an equal playing ground.
Yeah.
And some agents crush it at attracting while others don't. Right. And again, I think it comes down to these couple things you mentioned, like communication skills, and then getting over your ego is huge. Because I've been there personally. Sometimes you want to talk to someone and they say, no, like, dude, don't bother me with this stuff. I don't care about EXP, this and that. And you're right. We find a way to get offended by it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, why did this say this? Or is it me? Or did I say something wrong? But again, if you just get over that hurdle, like you're saying, it's a numbers game. 1 out of 15 people, well, I'll take 14 no's to get to the 15.
Yeah.
Right? Same thing as like buyer leads or seller
Same
leads.
thing as selling a house,
Yeah.
man. We're not going to get every single buyer or seller, right? So if we're not
Yeah.
going to get every single agent, at least the people that want to come over, when they do, they're going to want to work with you and actually
Yeah.
grow with you, right? And that's who you want.
Because every showing's not going to be an offer.
No.
Yeah.
And that's how it works in our world, right? You can have 20 showings. Maybe one might like it.
Well, maybe 4 years ago, every show.
Different markets.
Ugh, those people are kind of struggling now. All those ones that were in the bidding wars, their renewals are coming up this year. So see what happens about that. So yeah, what are some lifestyle changes you guys have felt with just growing families? Like me, I don't have kids. I just got married though. And there's
Congrats.
already a big
Congrats.
shift after you get married. And all you guys are fathers here. How do you guys like being in the fatherhood world now?
Corey, you got the newest baby.
Yeah.
Why don't you take that one, buddy?
Yeah,
He's like, I haven't slept, but-
it's honestly, you always hear cliches like, "Oh, you have a kid, it changes your whole life," and you're like, "No, it honestly,
Yeah.
it changes your
It's
whole
not a
life."
cliche.
You have a like. I thought I had a hunger in me that was like, I want to be successful, and then 2 years ago when my son was born, and now my daughter was born, it's like I will wake up and I'll run through a wall, like and I will get anything done and it actually translates better. I'm taking care of my clients better. Like just putting the ego away with agent attraction. Like I don't care if they say no to me. Okay, on to the next. That's fine.
Yeah.
But when you have now a responsibility of like a human life, like it honestly, it does really, your whole world does change. They're right. They're 100% right.
I love that, man. For me, it's just a purpose thing, right? I think when you have kids, obviously, whether you have kids or not, you have people in your family that you love. But when you have a kid, like this is your blood. You see this person that you look at every single day, and that's you. part of you and your spouse, your partner, right? And I just think when you have a purpose, I just think that everything you do is way more with cause and reason, right? So personally, for me, having a daughter, like, you know, we're expecting another one now. You know, we're super blessed. And the thing is, like, end of the day, when we take everything away in life, your family's all you have.
Yeah.
Right? Even if I lost all my money, I lost all my health, my family's still going to be there.
100%.
They're going to still want to support me and love me. Right? Nothing else can be said about anything else about
You can't
that.
put a price on that.
Exactly.
Yeah. How about you, John?
Yeah, I mean, we do this for our family, no matter how you look at it. And if you have $1 billion and all of a sudden you're sitting there all alone in your office, have no one to share it with, that's pretty sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, no matter how good a day or no matter how bad a day I have, I go back home and I see my daughters and my wife. It's a good day.
It's a good day.
It's a good day when you're alive. It's a good day when you can spend time with your family. It's a good day when you have your health. Right? So I kind of look at it like that. And then, you know, I channel my family for energy.
Yeah.
Right? I always talk about my daughters, talk about my wife, and then upwards, my dad.
Yeah.
Right? You know, he told me that you're the next guy for the
Yeah.
family. And right
Is
now,
your dad still around with us?
no, he passed away 13 years ago.
Wow. Okay.
Before he passed, he told me that the Tsai family legacy is yours.
Is yours?
I go, what?
Yeah.
I'm the youngest of 4 kids, right?
Oh, wow. Okay. So you have older brothers?
13, 12, and 10 years older.
13, 12, and 10. So
Yeah, so I'm
big
the
age
baby.
difference. You're the baby. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was the last one to see him. So now he's laying there at Forest Lawn. And days when I don't want to work, and days where I'm like, man, I feel like a piece of shit.
So you feel those days too, even though being at a top producing level?
Oh, hell yeah. And then I just think about my dad. I'm like, wait a minute.
I got something to carry on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no matter how I feel, I got to get up.
Yeah.
And I know you're an early riser. You get your gym out of the way.
Yeah.
You got your coaches, right?
Yep.
So you're up and early. What time do you wake up usually?
It was 4:30.
Yeah.
Now I'm about 5:30.
Okay. So what's a day look like in John Tsai's life?
So, in a high producing
Yeah.
listing agent life or attractor life?
Let's start with your before.
Okay.
And then after we'll get to your attracting life.
4:30, wake up,
Yeah.
meditate, journal, read.
Mm-hmm.
5 o'clock at the gym till 6:30. Get ready. 7 o'clock at my office. 7 o'clock to 7:30, I role play scripts. 7:30 to 8, role play again with
Yeah.
a different role play partner on prospecting scripts. 8 to 12, prospect.
Okay.
I usually hit 40 contacts. Go for lunch, come back, hit another 10, finish my 50.
Okay.
Role play again on my listing presentation script. And then I prep for CMAs. And then by 3 o'clock, I'm going on appointments till 7
Gotcha.
and come home.
Very structured
Those
day.
are long days.
Yeah, the
Long
Monday I
days.
go hard Monday to Friday, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
then I can have Saturday and Sunday. If I won't ever do an
Recoup
open
and
house.
relax day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And we all need that. You need to unwind and
yeah.
get your stuff.
But that's
organized
still,
again.
no matter how you look at it, it was 7 days a week, 12, 14-hour days.
Yeah.
To sell 149 homes in a year.
Yeah. You're always
Yeah.
on.
Always on.
Yeah.
I'm still always on.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't,
Yeah.
type A personality, all of us here, we never stop thinking about business.
Yes.
Yeah.
But can you shut it off to be with family? I can do it now.
Mm-hmm.
It's taken a lot of hard work. The attractor life,
Mm-hmm.
4 hours a day, 4 days a week.
4 hours a day, 4 days a week.
I take Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. I work Monday to Thursday super hard from 8 to 12.
And what are you doing during those attractor days? Like, are you reaching out to people?
So 2 agents per day, 10 agents per week, 40 per month. That's all I do,
Wow.
right? And then from 8 to 12, it's back-to-back Zoom calls until I have nothing left,
Okay.
right? And then in the afternoon, I'm available for people.
Mm-hmm.
David says, let's go for a podcast. Yeah, I'm free.
Yeah.
But I get to do that because I've leveraged out of everything. I delegated everything. I created leadership, empower other people to take on tasks, right?
Yeah.
I might not make the most profit compared to before, but I have my time back.
But you have your freedom. Yeah.
So 4 days a week, 4-hour days. And that's why Glenn was like, you should teach people what you do.
Yeah. This is even huge insight for all of us here and anyone even listening and
Absolutely.
watching. Like, it seems like you have a very structured life, but because of that structure, it's allowed so many other avenues of freedom in sometimes people, like even at my state, they might not realize, hey, if I just build that structure now, you'll end up eventually getting to that freedom as well. You just got to tie down.
Yeah. And I think you have to set that goal too, to become that structured.
Yeah.
And because with all the time that you have, you got to know exactly what to do. Right. So that's why Glenn, when he called me, he was like, do you want to be the president? I'm like, yes. But that means that you have to be on Zoom calls from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. in the afternoon, handle all the problems.
And I remember you were traveling a lot too. You were going to a lot of places.
So 3 to 5 times a month, I was flying to a North American city, usually mostly Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And I would be more out of town than in town.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It was hard.
It's very
So
hard,
I
man.
came home one day. Zoe showed me her family
I
portrait.
know you told us a story.
Yeah.
So sad.
What happened
man.
with
It
that?
was mom, herself, her baby sister, even our dog. But I'm like, hey, where am I?
Where am I?
She's like, oh, the paper's too small, Daddy. Totally lied to me. The paper's this big.
Yeah.
Right? That would hurt.
Yeah,
that would
that's
hurt, man.
hurt.
So then
yeah.
immediately I decided, okay, after 1 year, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to get back to
That
my
was,
family.
and you know what? You listen to that calling.
Yeah.
A lot of people ignore it. That's amazing.
Yeah,
For you to get
once you have
that
a kid,
insight,
when
yeah.
you don't see yourself in the picture, you'll know, man.
You'll
you gotta
know.
make changes.
You got to make some
immediately.
changes quick.
Yeah, so I hope that helps. I mean, it's a grinder life versus leadership life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying though it's easy.
Yeah.
Nothing is easy.
Yeah.
Right. I had to grind myself to that 4 hours a day, 4 days a week, but also I had to let go of myself to be able to delegate.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because if you think you can do everything and you go do everything, you're never gonna have a life.
And you'll burn yourself out eventually.
Yeah. So 80% done by somebody else is 100% good for me. And I don't check people's work anymore. Let's go. You do it. I empower you with the leadership of this.
Okay.
And everybody take on different tasks. And so I get to have the free time and I get to become creative.
Mm.
And with the rest of the time right now, you better believe it. I'm creating content on IG or YouTube,
Yep.
stuff like this,
Yeah.
Yep.
to attract even more.
Yes.
I love
Right?
it.
I'm working
Yeah. You're still
But-
working in
but I'm-
different avenues.
in different avenues.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah. let
And
go
how
of your
was
ego.
it? Like I know David, you and Sunny eventually, I think that's your guys' goal too, right?
Yeah.
Is getting into a place where you guys build certain type of leaderships within Oracle,
Yep.
certain like city leaders like the Chilliwack team, and then eventually as we expand.
Absolutely.
Is that what you guys are kind of aiming to get towards, where you kind of get to dial back and not be as much in production and be more in the back end running a full team, kind of how delegating work and tasks? Like how do you guys see yourself structuring this?
I feel like most team leaders want to achieve that status, right? Whether that actually happens or not, it comes down to a lot of different things,
Yeah.
right? Like to key in on a few things that John said, like this is 15 years of grind
Of
for him to
grind.
do 5 years of attraction type scheduling, right? So people forget that, hey, like you have to put in the work. It doesn't just come easy, right? If John didn't put in the first 5 years or 10 years, like he wouldn't be where he is today, right? So there's no like, you know, magic pill to get there
No
quicker.
shortcut.
There's no shortcuts, right? So we're definitely still heavy in the production, but we're growing certain leadership roles within the team. And that's the beautiful thing about having a team, right? And I think that's why brokerage like EXP is attracting a lot of teams, right? It's great for teams. It's awesome for team leaders. And I just think that, you know, I think, yeah, that's definitely where we want to go,
That's awesome.
right? There's no timetable, right? We don't want to put a limit on ourselves,
Yeah.
but we want to get there eventually one day too, right? And the fact that we have people like mentors like John and like other people that we're connected with
Yeah.
is huge.
The guidance, right, on
The
how to kind of
guidance
get
is
there. Yeah.
absolutely huge, man.
It was kind of like our coaching call last night with
Yep.
Jason, where he's like, find someone you want to be like and ask them what their calendar's like.
Exactly.
Ask them what their life's like, right?
Success
and
leaves
see what they're
clues.
doing. Yeah, success leaves
Right?
clues.
People think that you have to reinvent the wheel, right?
Yeah, yeah. Or their ego's in the way.
Yes.
Like, you know, it's
Let it
crazy
go.
how much the ego comes
Yeah.
back. Now it's kind of got my brain thinking like,
Yeah, man.
the
It's all
ego
ego.
does twist all the way back in most of your choices in life. And if you can just get over that hurdle, you could actually, you know, surpass whatever your expectations are. And like
Absolutely.
for Corey, I know you're working full time.
Right.
So I guess your structure is a little bit different than people like us who are just full on real estate, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
How's your structure? Because how many days a week do you work?
So I'm on a shift work. Is 6 days on, 5 days off.
6 days on, 5 days off.
and
And what are your hours like usually?
So they 5 9-hour shifts and 1 16-hour shift.
5, 9, and 6. Damn, man.
That's you
lot
know
of
what,
hours,
and
man.
and that's, but I don't know. I picture it as like it's a law enforcement job with a pension, and I'm so close to it now. Outside, I would have given up a long time ago because honestly, the real estate industry has given me a lot more financial freedom than any 9-to-5 job ever could.
Wow.
But and then another thing is like, so John gets up in the morning, he's prospecting. I'm at work and I'm prospecting,
Yeah.
right? Because a lot of my clientele is people that already trust me. All real estate is talking to people that are going to trust you.
Trust you.
That's it. It's not, this is not like there's no super secret sauce. You don't need to, come over here and we're going to make you a millionaire. Talk to people that know you, like you, trust you.
Yeah.
Please just do that. I promise you will make sales, right? And that's what every day I wake up with the intention of like, I'm going to talk to people today. And it's not even I go out of my way to talk about real estate. People come to me to start talking about real estate.
Yeah,
Sometimes I want to talk to them about like the football game. And
Yeah.
They don't give a crap about the football game.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
"Oh, Corey, how much is my house worth?"
Right now is like
here we go again.
right now is the
I
hot
gotta make another
topic.
check.
Yeah.
But like it just happens naturally when you don't, you don't try to force it to the universe. The universe will take care of you.
Mm-hmm.
It just naturally happens.
That's right.
And like you're the average. Like always, that's another saying. You're the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. Well, like everyone's like, "Oh, well, you had your own team. You're a top 1% team. Why did you join Oracle?" Well, it came back to something that John said: delegation and getting my time back.
Yeah.
Now I have full-time admin that takes a lot off my plate.
Because I can't imagine
paperwork-wise.
working those crazy shifts
Right.
and then on top doing all the contracts, Sky Slope.
I was doing it
everything.
all. I do 16 hours
And then
at
wife
work,
and
and come
kids.
home and
Yeah.
I'm doing the contract. Johnson, wife's probably starting to hate me because I'm never around.
Yeah, something's been
Right?
sacrificed.
Family life was sacrificed huge.
Yeah.
Just coming to Oracle for the past year has opened up so much more time for me to spend time with my family. Like,
And how do you now like being on a different team? Because you had your own team.
yeah.
How was the
It's you got
the
to put you
difference?
got to put your ego aside because when
There it is
when David
yeah,
Sen calls,
there it is again.
when David Sen calls, right, he's the boss.
Yeah.
Right. Like not like he.
Well, he never feels like a boss. He's a bro. Right?
He's really good. He doesn't like
exactly.
he's not like he's on you.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But like at the end of the day, out of respect, right? If David asks me to do something, I'm going to do it.
Consider it done.
Right.
Yeah,
And that's just out of respect. But when you're a team lead and you go to a different team and now you're not the lead anymore,
Yeah.
it was like a breath of fresh air for me.
Yeah.
Because now people aren't looking to me for the answers.
Absolutely.
I'm just like, just call David.
Call David.
Why are you calling me?
Delegation.
That's what comes with-
Delegation.
Reverse delegation.
Reverse
That's
delegation.
awesome.
Call that guy. He's
Call
making
that guy.
way more money.
That's awesome.
Beautiful.
that's
Beautiful,
sweet.
man.
Glad that we're all doing this podcast together, right? Because we've all been team leaders. Jim, you've been on with the team since the beginning,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah.
we all know what it takes, right? And the thing is, like, to be in this position of power per se, this comes with responsibility.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I go to sleep thinking about all the people on my team. You know what I mean? Like, I want to make sure they feed their families.
Yeah.
We have our admin, our staff, right? People that are with us in our organization. Like, I care about all these people.
Yep.
But there's only so much we can give at the end of the day. We have the same amount of time that everybody does,
Everybody
right?
has, yeah. Everyone's time is rolling at the same pace. Like all of us, we're 45 minutes closer to our end line than we were 45 minutes ago, kind of thing, right? We're all at the same pace of roll. It's just what we're planning to do with it. And like what you guys are saying, you got to have the structure, you got to have the goals. And I really like what John said. Like, he set the 400 goal. He didn't kick his ass because he had 321, right? He was grateful for everything, I bet, that came along the way to even get to this 321. And because you got closer to the 400, boom, you upped it again. You're like, now I'm going to get closer to the 1,000, right? And I feel like that's the big separator of a lot of people in this industry. They think by doing what they did is enough. David said this on our call last night. A lot of people just do stuff and think that, oh, that's good enough. But in our life, to be a top producer, you got to be better than good enough, right? You got to actually really push
above
it.
and beyond, go that extra mile.
Yeah.
It's like, I was just sharing this morning. Came across a 42-year veteran in real estate, and he makes about $6 million GCI. Okay, and I'm like, why are you still here at this seminar taking notes? He was like this. I was like, what would you do, man? He's like, you got to come into every situation with a white belt mentality. If I am a black belt, I can't learn shit.
Yeah.
And I go, man, like, And he has a phenomenal marriage with 4 kids.
Wow.
Never been divorced. I'm like, how
How are you doing this? Yeah, yeah.
And he just got into jiu-jitsu last year. He's 65.
Holy.
I'm like, Alex, I tore my tricep last year. And he's like, so what?
So what?
I tore my left ankle, my right knee replacement, both rotators, I broke my elbow. I nearly died last year in a motorcycle bike accident.
Wow.
And now he's like I don't know if he's like a blue belt now
But
in
he's-
jiu-jitsu. I'm like, and then I'm like, why are you doing this? He's like, you know what? I want to see God one day. And he's going to say, you used up that body so bad, it's not going to get reincarnated.
That is awesome.
And I'm just thinking that's so inspiring to me because here I am, 4 days a week, 4 hour days, pretty good life, whatever. You know what? We got to go out there and just give it our best every
Yeah,
single day.
every
You
single
better
day,
be
yeah.
exhausted by the end of each day that you used up.
Yeah.
And you sleep well. And it should be like that every single day until the day you die. Because you become useless, then what are you to the world? Forget
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, and to your
Right.
family, and then everything. It trickles, right? It trickles into everything else of your life. So I feel like holding yourself accountable and setting that standard, and then actually hitting your goals, and then having non-negotiables is a big thing. And I feel like I've learned a lot of that from David. And then one big thing I've learned is if there's something to do it now.
Yeah.
Become that
Beautiful.
person. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now.
100%.
Like you got to message your client something. Do it right now. Don't wait 10 minutes.
You'll for sure forget, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. So I think that's a big thing. What about you, Corey? Any takeaways? We're almost done wrapping up here. Anything you could say out to the people who might even be thinking coming to EXP, who are thinking that their brokerage isn't offering much to them? What could we offer that's different?
Well, honestly, like it's just the option A and option B, right? You're gonna do the same job, do the same things. You're gonna have the same clients. None of my clients ever said anything to me if I was putting a Remax sign in the yard or I was putting an EXP sign. We're number 1 team in Fraser Valley, so people really don't care that there's an EXP sign in the yard, and you're gonna do the same job for more money. And then the trade off is honestly, you come in, under our organization here with John and David, and you're gonna get so much more free mentorship that you will never get out of traditional brokerage. Like John's up every morning. Like I see his text every morning. Okay, time to join the training. And I'm sitting there thinking like, if I was making the money John was making, I'm not sending this text, man. I'm on a beach somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's the difference between me and John, right? John still gets up every morning. I know for sure. Like it's how they say death and taxes are guaranteed. Well, John Tsai is guaranteed.
Up 5 a.m. Boom, 7 a.m. He'll be
send
on
you
his
a freaking
process.
training
Yeah.
to role play, and I'm like,
Every day.
Every day.
what is this guy doing?
Without miss.
But
yeah.
that's what you're gonna get for
Well,
free.
I remember you were in Hawaii and you still did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you did a call with that guy from Hawaii there as well. I jumped onto that. And I was like, this guy's on a vacation in Hawaii and he's still, but that's the freedom. That's insane. Like
I
you
chose.
took your whole family there
I chose to
and
do
you chose
it.
to still do it.
Yeah. Because I love what I do.
Yeah.
Right. But I get to, delegate the stuff that I don't want to do in the business. So I get to do what I want to
What
do.
you love. Yeah. Because like even your Instagram videos are hilarious. Like me and my wife, we look up to you guys. We love it. We laugh so hard. We're like, yo, this is awesome. Like he's doing it, right?
Thank
So
you.
it's good, man. Keep it up. We're very honored to have like such good mentors around us, the guidance, people who are top producers. And it's very hard for newer agents to kind of build that vision in themselves. Best thing I learned last night from our call with Jason, allow yourself to dream.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of people are afraid to dream big. Like, go test drive the car. Go book a showing in a house that you dream to own one day. Go look at it. And what he said, he's like, it's all free.
Mm-hmm.
It's free to go to an open house. It's free to go test drive a car. It's whatever. For someone, it might be, I don't know, luxury clothing or whatever. Like, I know all of us, we're all pretty simple, chill guys, but we might have different taste. I love to travel. I love to explore the world. I know David's pretty similar on that.
Yep.
How about you? Travel person or?
Travel to certain places.
To certain places.
And, I thought I was a car guy until I wasn't.
Okay.
So I bought the Lambo in 2020.
Yeah.
And then I figured out, I'm actually scared of this car.
It's too fast.
Yeah.
It's too fast.
And I
Can't
only
fit my
drove it
family in
500 kilometers
That's
in
it.
2 years, and I got rid of it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm actually a simple guy.
Yeah.
But I had to get there in order to
To
know,
realize it, to
realize I'm
know,
not
yeah,
that guy.
yeah,
Like, GSB's that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never support him exactly how he wants to be supported, but I'm me. So whatever drives me right now is like being inspired by you guys, And because I have what I want, my freedom, my options, my choices, that I want you guys to have more than what I have. So that's my mission now.
Wow.
Because I got what I got.
That's huge, man.
Right? So I want to see you guys all win. So you guys inspire me
bro.
by doing this podcast, by going out there, you know, spreading the love. And it's all about trust and love at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
Agent attraction is all about trust as well. And business is done at the speed of trust. And once they come in, you show them love and you keep showing them love. That's retention. Trust is attraction.
Yeah.
Right? So, you know, I'll leave it at that. I could talk all day.
And that's huge, right? Because that's almost like doing almost God's work, giving back to everyone because you've been blessed, right? It's like helping other people succeed and helping other people become successful because you got to become successful and you're doing that work to help other people grow and achieve their goals and, you know, surpass their limits and stuff. So that's huge, guys.
Yeah, I will talk to you about EXP until the day I die.
Yeah. He probably says it in his dreams. Talking EXP.
Have you ever heard of EXP?
Yeah. So before we wrap this up, I know a lot of viewers probably are wondering, where do you guys think the next decade of real estate's heading here in BC? Alberta's different, America's different. BC market, you guys have been around for 10, 15 years plus, seen the shifts, ups and downs. Where do you all three see the market going in the next decade?
Maybe start with Corey and then.
Oh, yeah, pressure's on then. Well, they say it can't get any worse.
I agree. That's true. And it gets worse.
I mean, honestly, it's just I'm really hyper local just to Lower Mainland, and our market here is like, okay, well, we're surrounded by the mountains, the water, and the border, right? We're really kind of landlocked.
Yeah.
And we still are probably one of the most desirable places in the entire world to live, right? Not to get too
It
political.
hasn't even snowed yet.
Look at the weather. Yeah. I see all these videos of snow everywhere in Canada. Like there's Vancouver.
I'm ready to go golf.
Yeah, one of
It's
my
beautiful outside.
best friends in Ontario like sends me a picture and
Feet
it's like
of
snow, like
yeah.
can't get out of her driveway. And I'm just like, I'm sitting there like in my shorts on the sun deck, and I'm just like, this is why.
Yeah.
Like even we're down, right? But like the Lower Mainland wasn't hit as hard as like some other places,
Yeah.
right? Especially even like just chill like hyper locally, not as bad.
Like
at
even
all.
in the past 2 weeks, I don't know about you guys, it's been picking up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
30 groups at our open houses.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of that in
In a
Years.
while.
right?
Yeah.
multiple offers, subject
Multiple
Multiple
offers,
offers,
yeah.
subject freeze,
It's coming
listings that
back.
were dead for 3 months. Like I know the
Steady
Chilliwack properties, I
offers,
think
yeah.
3 of them got offers, David was saying. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's starting to shift. What do you think, David? What do you think's going to happen within the next
Honestly,
decade here?
like Corey said, man, honestly, I think we've been through the worst, I want to say, if you can put it that way. You know, I'm sure you guys have all seen the stats the last couple of years in the whole Lower Mainland, Fraser Valley, Greater Vancouver area, lowest sales records in the last 20 years.
Yeah, correct. That's
Right? So the thing
huge.
is, how is it going to be worse than that?
Yeah.
Right? And the thing is, for people like us that have actually still succeeded in this kind of market, we're destined for greatness.
Yeah.
Right. I think the market's only going to get better. Yeah, it's going to come in cycles. It's going to be a slow, steady growth.
Yeah.
But I think definitely if you're buying something today, in 10 years from now, it's going to appreciate tremendously. Right. I still very much truly believe in investing in real estate. A lot of people have been obviously off put by that in the past few years, but just bad timing.
Yeah.
Right. And that's any investment, you can go through that too.
Also, like bad knowledge.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't advise their clients the right way.
Absolutely, yeah.
A lot of people bought these properties and they didn't even get told from their clients, one, lock in your rates if you're paying overpriced.
Yeah.
Lock it in. Your payment won't change for 5 years. And then people's rates went up, all that. So if you just had the right types of agents and people genuinely cared, right, the trust thing comes back to that. So you got to guide these people in the right way because we're in this daily. So for us, it feels normal. But for someone who's a first-time buyer or someone, you know, who's just getting into a house, it's a big shift, big financial move. It's probably the biggest spending they're going to do. Our duty is to make sure we guide them the right way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How about you, John? What do you think?
Yeah, I can't see the future as far as 10 years, but, at the end of the day, most millionaires are made by being in real estate, right? And at the end of the day, people still need a place to live, right? And so I think we're still in the right industry. And if you're an agent listening to this, like David said, we succeeded in the worst market in the last 20 years. So we can guide you if you want to make money even in a shit market, okay? But the good times are coming, I believe, after 2027.
Yeah.
Okay, this year I think it's going to be a shakeout year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 2027 will start to see some real improvements.
Yeah.
Right. Obviously, we can't predict the world economy, But locally, I can see, we're already starting to shake out the bad inventory. And it's all about supply and demand, right? So I think the good times are coming. But if it doesn't get better, we will get better.
Yeah.
So I'm truly hopeful for that. And, we're going to dominate regardless of what the market is.
Absolutely.
Awesome, guys.
What is your thoughts on the market, Jim?
I think right now is a good time for buyers to get out there and start getting their feet even into the door. There's good negotiation rooms. You've got a good chance to kind of get like a decent rate. Like, I used to be a banker before.
Oh.
A good rate used to be like 3.5.
Yeah.
People got too used to like 1.85,
Yeah.
1.9. That's not realistic especially keeping the economy going. So even if you can get like, under 4% rate and lock it in for a few years, you have a good chance to build some equity in your property. You're not paying just interest by being in a variable. So you're building yourself up, right? And your payments, people need to remember, that's kind of like your savings account. Every payment is paying towards your principal.
Yeah.
Long-term wise, if you're an investor, obviously a lot of people refinance it, pull out a line of credit and roll the money forward. And if you need some guidance in that, reach out to any of us. We help people do a lot of the flipping and buying. Just reach out to us anytime. But I think the market's going to get better within the next even 3 years. I feel like it's going to bounce back a little bit here.
Yeah, I think it will.
Yeah.
That's a great response. Yeah. No, just like keep buying, refi. Like that's how you build wealth.
That's how you build wealth.
That's the old school way.
It's
you
worked.
got to be patient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. A lot of people nowadays aren't even patient in their own career. And then they're not patient with the market. And they just want, instant gratification. And we don't blame them. A lot of this generation has been raised like that. You've got groceries at the click of a button. You've got, everything. You want food, boom, you DoorDash. You need a car right now. You don't have to wait for a cab. You clip Uber, boom, the guy's there in 2 minutes. So it's just everything is so instant. It's just the real true wealth building is a long-term slow play. And you got to have the patience and you got to have the smarts and the resilience to get through to the other side.
Well, they say if you start a business, you're not going to see a profit for 2 years. I think real estate and being a realtor is one of the very few businesses in the world where you can start from day one. And in your first year, you can make a crazy amount of money. And you just need the right guidance.
You need the right guidance,
right?
Yeah.
So, like, if you have any entrepreneurship or you're thinking about getting a real estate license or you're a realtor and you're sitting there stuck, like, just reach out to us because I promise you, if I can do it, a little lonely law enforcement guy that was happy at I was in the maximum security prison at like $70,000 a year. Okay, like dealing with the worst of the worst, right? So if I can do it, like literally anybody can do it.
And that's amazing. You even challenged yourself, got out of your comfort zone, and kept pushing forward. So if there's agents out there who like to hop on a call with any one of us, even with all of us, we can figure out a Zoom call. Reach out to me, John, David, or Corey. More than happy to kind of show you what we have to offer, what EXP offers, and would love to collaborate and work together. Awesome,
Absolutely.
guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for
having
tuning
us.
in. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Perfect.